Have you ever felt completely exhausted, but still stuck in bed for hours, scrolling your phone, staring at the ceiling, doing nothing, and even moving feels too hard? If yes, you might be experiencing something creeping quietly through our generation, even if it doesn't have a popular name yet. It's called bedrotting. And no, it's not laziness. It's a modern type of burnout, disguised as just lying there. Bedrotting is when you spend way too much time in bed, not just sleeping, but lying awake, scrolling endlessly, or half-watching shows without really paying attention. It's like life pauses, and your bed becomes a trap for your mind. Unlike classic burnout, where people overwork or overachieve, bedrotting is quiet, slow, sneaky, and it's becoming more common among Gen Z, young adults, and anyone who lives most of their life online. Think about it. You wake up, but all you do is check your phone. 1 hour, 2 hours, the sun is high, and you still can't get out of bed. Every day feels the same, full of guilt, apathy, and tiredness. You say, "Tomorrow I'll get up earlier, tomorrow I'll be productive." But tomorrow comes, and you're still lying there, trapped in the same loop. That's bedrotting. So why does this happen? Why do so many of us feel paralyzed in bed, even when we want to move? It's not laziness. It's a mix of emotional overload, digital overstimulation, and existential tiredness. First, emotional overload. Life is fast, loud, and demanding. Between social media, work, online school, notifications, and the pressure to be productive, our brains are exhausted. Bedrotting becomes a way to cope. Your bed turns into a safe place. No emails, no social interactions, no responsibilities. Your body rests, your mind feels foggy, and for a moment, it feels safe. Digital overstimulation. Your phone is both a drug and a trap. Every scroll gives your brain a little dopamine hit. It tricks you into thinking you're doing something even when you're not. Social media makes you feel connected but isolates you at the same time. The more you scroll, the less you move. And the less you move, the harder it is to leave the bed. Finally, existential tiredness. Many people feel like life has no purpose or direction. Routines feel meaningless. Nothing seems worth getting out of bed for. It's not that you don't care, it's that life feels too heavy, too messy, too exhausting to engage with. How do you know if it's just a lazy day or actual bedrotting? Look for these signs. You spend hours lying awake or scrolling, even when you don't want to. You feel guilty or ashamed for not being productive, but you still can't move. You avoid responsibilities or social interactions, not because you dislike people, but because it feels exhausting. You feel physically tired even if you've slept enough. Digital distractions give temporary relief, but never real satisfaction. If most of this sounds familiar, you might be bedrotting, and it's more common than you think. Bedrotting is basically a defense mechanism. Your brain sees stress and exhaustion as danger. When life feels overwhelming, our natural response is freeze, one of the classic fight-flight-freeze reactions. Fight is overworking, flight is escaping, freeze is lying in bed doing nothing. That's why bedrotting doesn't feel like laziness. Laziness is a choice. Bedrotting isn't. Your mind and body are saying, "I can't handle this right now." Your bed becomes a cocoon. But this cocoon can make things worse. The more you isolate yourself, the more stress builds up instead of going away. A big reason bedrotting is so common now is digital life. Social media, notifications, endless content, they all train our brains to expect constant stimulation. But it's shallow stimulation. It grabs attention but doesn't give meaning. Over time, your brain stops responding to real motivation. Leaving bed feels like too much effort, but the bed gives instant comfort. That's why it feels magnetic. Some psychologists even say digital overload rewires your reward system. You crave passive content instead of real action. So even if there's something productive to do, staying in bed feels easier. Bedrotting isn't just mental, it affects your body too. Weak muscles and bad posture, poor circulation, messed up sleep cycles. The more you stay in bed, the worse you sleep. Higher risk of anxiety and depression. Even if it starts as a lazy day, bed rotting can spiral into serious health issues. So how do you get out of it? How do you reclaim your life? Acknowledge it without shame. Bed rotting isn't laziness. It's your brain saying you need rest. Stop feeling guilty. Start feeling human. You don't need a big change. Sit up, stretch, go to the kitchen, step outside for 2 minutes. Tiny wins reset inertia. Digital detox. Limit scrolling, notifications, and mindless content. Do something intentional. Read or listen to music. Set micro goals. Break your day into tiny tasks. Make a cup of tea, open a window, do one chore. Momentum builds from small steps. Connect with others. Isolation makes bed rotten worse. Even a short call or text helps remind your brain life exists outside your bed. Get professional help if needed. If it continues, bed rotting could link to depression, anxiety, or chronic burnout. Therapy or counseling can help. Bed rotting isn't just a personal issue, it's cultural. Modern life, digital addiction, and constant stress create the perfect environment for it. Schools, workplaces, and social media train us for overstimulation, and our coping, we retreat. We bed rot. Recognizing it is the first step. Understanding it's a symptom, not failure, is the second. Taking small, intentional steps is the third. Your bed doesn't have to be a prison. Rest should recharge you, not trap you. Next time you find yourself lying there, scrolling endlessly, feeling stuck, pause. Notice it. Take one tiny step out of bed, one small move, one conscious choice. Bed rotting is real, but so is your ability to fight it. And the fight starts the moment you decide life is bigger than your bed. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are dealing with modern burnout, and you can climb out, one step, one day, one moment at a time. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.